Alright, welcome to the video where we'll just quickly go through tactics, strategies and concepts with you. And I'll jump right into it and say that focusing on the tactics is the worst thing you can do. The strategies are a little better, but the most important things of all is to focus 100% on the concepts behind all the different tactics and strategies that you are now using. Because the tactics and strategies, they change a lot and they change very quickly. And on the other hand, the concepts behind them are completely timeless, which means that some of them you can use again and again and again, refine and really perfect to such a point where it just works effortlessly for you and you really become a master in your field. So most consultants, they have a distorted their focus 180 degrees. They go the completely wrong way into what they really need to do, because they focus far too much on the tactics and the advanced tactics. So if we look at it, it's actually the concepts that drive the growth. So the tactics that we see on here on the screen, and now let's take it into the context of getting customers, because that's what it's all about. So the tactics behind getting customers are many. There are the ones that go completely bananas over when they come to questioners. When they get the questioner like, how do I get customers? Is it networking? Is it cold calling? Is it cold email, etc., etc.? All of them here on the screen are the tactics behind the way you try to get new customers in the door. You can say that the good thing about all of these methods here is that they can all actually work together. It just depends 100% on the underlying concepts behind it and a tiny degree of the strategies behind it. So let's say you're either a cold caller or you send a message on the private LinkedIn profile, Facebook profile, or whatever. It depends on what you actually want the person to do. Do you just want to encourage them to go on a meeting with you right away, which is probably the stupidest thing you can do, by the way. And if you send them to some form or sales funnel by giving away some free content, or maybe you even make a personal video where you explain a little about what it is you can do, or something about how potential customers can improve their business, make money, get more customers, etc., etc. Both the tactics and the strategy behind it are both provided by the concept behind it, whether you actually commit to one or the other is correct. Because if the concept behind isn't right, well, you're going to have a really bad success rate pretty quickly. Because if you look at the concepts behind it, an example is that we live on a lot after we really started to practice this concept here, is that our business, we really took off after we took this in. So the concept we operate on is a concept called value-based marketing. Because today we live in a time where it's really easy to start an online business. It's absolutely insane how many people are doing online businesses these days. As a consumer, you are bombarded with advertisements from companies every single day, and it's the same whether the company addresses you directly or through advertisements. It doesn't really matter because our skepticism is so fucking high right at the start. When a company starts writing, we automatically think that the company is out to sell us something. They're just out to make more money. And they're even out to get as much money out of us as they possibly can. So if you just go straight for, let's say, you contact them and say, okay, let's go for a meeting, then their skepticism blocks them 100% of the time from ever saying yes, because they have no idea who you are and they simply don't trust you. They don't know if you're talented and they know absolutely nothing about you. But the absolute best way to break down skepticism in 2022, 2023, and so on for that matter, this is only becoming more and more important because it just becomes easier and easier to start a business. And yeah, so to say it straight up, kick people's ass, which unfortunately there are many who do because they're not skilled in their field. The easiest, and not just the easiest, but also the best method and the most effective method to do is to give out a lot of value. Because there are actually three ways to make yourself and your business grow. To market yourself and your business, sorry. It's one, you can talk about how good you are, and that's what 99% of companies do. They say, book a conversation with us, and will help you with your problem, but it does absolutely nothing. There's absolutely no benefit to consumers in any way. So they just get to know, I can contact you and then you will sell me something. And that's what 99% of all companies do. And it's so fucking weird. Sorry to say that, but it just is. Then there's number two. You can let others talk about how good you are. Of course, this is a better way to do it because you will automatically have some of the skepticism. You'll automatically leave some of the skepticism because it's always easier to speak well of yourself than it is for others to speak well of you. But the problem with this method here is, one, it's not as effective as the last method that I will go through here in just a moment. And two, you're very dependent on other people. You are very dependent that they actually go out and talk well about your company. So it's not as predictable way to get customers, simply hoping that your previous customers refers you to a new customer, and it's not just it just isn't a good way. That brings us to the third way, which is you are 100% in control of, and not only that, it is also 100% the most effective way. It works in that way that you really just demonstrate to people how it is that you 100% want to help them, because then they really just get a taste like, okay, if he or she can really help me so much without me having to pay them a penny, well, how much do I get out of when I actually pay them? And it can be said that when you provide value over time, you build trust and you break down the skepticism, and then. And when we and when the trust reaches a sufficient high level, then you are at such a point that no matter what the person says, you blindly trust it. It's of course important that it's not abused, but it's really where you form the new relationships and get customers because they trust you, and it's super important. So what I want to do now, which is very much in context of what I'm talking about here in the video, is that I would like to invite you to a 30-minute demo call. I'll just move myself up here. The 30-minute demo call with me and my partner. You can say the purpose of this video is really just that the purpose of our call is we give you a 100% clear roadmap, so you know what to do, and we'll lay all of the cards on the table and show you how you can fill your calendars with people who actually want to work with you. And that's with a big bold line on the want. Because moving away from chasing your clients and asking them to book an appointment with you versus having people actually ask to have a meeting with you. You don't even know who they are. They just trust you so much because you have created such valuable content for them. You have built up such goodwill and value beforehand that they will come to you and they want only your help. It's indescribable, if I should say so myself. So this is the way for you to skip out on a hell of a lot of wasted time, hell of a lot of wasted money, and just hit your targets in record speed. Because if you look at all the big guys, whether it's sports or business, they all have coaches. There's a good reason for that, because if you don't have someone there to tell you what you 100% need to do to reach your goal, then you're just groping blindly and you don't have a plan, you don't have a ready to run plan so to get to where you actually want to go. So it may well be that you put some money down up front, but what happens is that you commit to a goal that you have set for yourself, or you also get the help to make you help you reach that goal. So So what you can do now is book a 100% non-binding call with us here below the video. Then you can jump into our Calendly, just fill out a super quick form with simple questions, explain a bit about where you are now and where you want to be, and we'll use that as well to see if we're a good fit and if we can help you and everything. It's going to be a quiet conversation, and we'll give you a lot of good advice on the way. So that's all for this video. I hope you get a lot of value out of it, because it's super important to take this into consideration, that the concepts behind it, and not focus on the tactics, because they actually don't matter in the end. So Have a great day, and we look forward to potentially speaking with you. Bye.